Shalom and welcome. Today we're going to focus on a Bible code called My Name is Yahuah. And this is the name that is in the scriptures, in the Tanakh. Over 6,500 times we're given that name, Yod-He, Wav-He. And this Bible code is found at a skip of 153 letters. And this is the access term here in the red. Shemi Yahuah. My name is Yahuah or Yahweh. Some of you may recognize the number 153. It shows up in the Bible in the Gospel of John, chapter 21. After Yeshua is resurrected, they bring in a net full of 153 fish. They actually count them. So we're not 100% sure what 153 means, but to me it means harvest, bringing in a harvest of believers, because Yeshua told his disciples to follow me and I will make you fishers of men. What I want to read to you first is something that's found in the Book of Malachi, chapter 3, verses 16 to 18. And it says, Then they that feared Yahweh, or Yahuah, spoke often to one another, and Yahuah hearkened and heard it. And a book of remembrance was written before him for them that feared Yahuah, and that thought upon his name. And they shall be mine, saith Yahuah of hosts, in that day when I make up my jewels. And I will spare them, as a man spareth his own son that serveth him. Then they shall return, and discern between the righteous and the wicked, between them that serveth Elohim and him that serveth him not. So that's the last book of the Tanakh, and it talks about in the last days those who spoke about his name, Yahuah, and his name is being restored in these days. That's found in the Book of Malachi, and twice Malachi is in this table. It's here in this dark blue, going up diagonal, and it's here, going horizontal. Now some words to do with Yahuah himself. He is the creator, so to create is here in this purple, going across. He is the first. In this orange, it's twice. He calls himself the first and the last. First is down here as well. He is immortal and eternal, and it's in this purple, right in the middle of the table here. Heaven, he dwells in heaven, Shemayim, this light teal. Intelligible, he's understandable, he makes himself understandable, and that's here right parallel to the access term, my name is Yahuah. So, but it goes up here. Real and authentic, or faithful and true it can mean as well. A moon here. Ark, as in Ark of the Covenant, is here. And all these words that are going vertical are the exact same skip as the access term. Some of them go up, some go down. To praise is here. Illumination is here. Esteem or glory, kabod, is here. And then I want to read to you where Yahuah revealed his name and said that it was to be his name forever. And it's when Moses met him at the burning bush. Exodus 3, verse 15. And Elohim said moreover unto Moses, Thus shalt thou say unto the children of Israel, Yahuah, Elohim of your fathers, the Elohim of Abraham, the Elohim of Isaac, and the Elohim of Jacob, has sent me unto you. This is my name forever, and this is my memorial unto all generations. So he says there that Yahuah is his name forever. And he's also known as the Elohim of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the people of Israel. And something I found interesting, this table is found primarily in Genesis 30 and 31. It's just the last verse of chapter 29. But within these verses, it gives all the births of the children of Jacob, except for Benjamin. Benjamin's a little bit later in Genesis, but it talks about who the mother is and when she gave birth to each of the sons of Jacob. So I find that very interesting because he is known specifically as the Elohim of Israel. Okay, some more words that are in the table. We have prophetic is here twice, here in this blue, going to the left, and then it's also one row down, but going to the right. And he is a prophetic Elohim. He gives lots of prophecies. And that Book of Malachi is a prophetic book. We already looked at that. Another prophetic book is Micah. And that's here in this light teal, going up, Micah. And in Micah chapter 5, verse 2, it prophesies about the Messiah. But thou, Bethlehem Ephrathah, though thou be little among the thousands of Judah, yet out of thee shall come forth unto me, that is to be the ruler in Israel, whose going forth have been from old, from everlasting. And we're going to get a little more into the Messiah shortly, and prophecies about him. Other prophets that are in here, we have Elijah, Eliyahu, here in this teal. Now this is an overlap of two words in the plain scripture. It's not actually Elijah's name there, but it's like the abacus effect. We have Arielle. It's a name that's of different individuals in the Bible, but what it means is El is my El. Elohim is my Elohim. And it's here in the red, Arielle. And it's a second time over on the left side, but going down. Same skip as the access term. Another name is Michael in this green, and it's connected to the access term, going across this way, and that is the archangel and the prince of Israel. So I thought that was interesting. Okay, next we're going to go into another section of words. The first here is covenant, habrit, in the green, and a word that's associated with that is vow or oath, and that is here in this plum, going up vertically. Twice in this table we have the word sign, and it's here in this yellow with the red lettering, going up, and also here going down. So sign. And there are signs of the covenants that Yahuah has made. One of those signs is circumcision. Circumcision is here in this green, going down. And then also here in this green is circumcised. Another sign of his covenant with his people is the Sabbath. And Shabbati, or sabbatical, is here in this light teal color, going up. And in Isaiah chapter 7, verse 14, it gives us another sign. Isaiah 7:14 says, Therefore Yahuah himself shall give you a sign. Behold, a virgin shall conceive, and bear a son, and you shall call his name Emmanuel. So the virgin is to be a sign. Here is virgin here in this pink, same skip as the access term. And then who is that son that she had? Well, that was Yeshua. And here in this dark purple or plum color is Yeshua, and crossing over the access term. Yeshua was born, and born is here at the top right corner in pink lettering. Yeshua had a childhood. Childhood is here in this light blue. And then he became a sacrifice. So Olah is here, starting with the ayin, going down. He was born to die for the sins of the world. And he's also called faithful and true in the book of Revelation. And we already looked at faithful and true here. Okay, and the next batch of words have to do with writings. Yahuah could inscribe himself, like he wrote the 10 Commandments with his own finger, and he had many books written to testify of who he is and his covenants and his plan of redemption. So we have scroll here going up, and it shares the mem in Malachi. So scroll of Malachi is there. We have inscription in the very same area, crossing over Malachi. To inscribe is in this brown lettering, going across, crossing the access term, and then letter or message is here, these 4 letters in the white with the purple. And so what should our response be to what we've learned today? Well, hopefully it would be faith in Yahuah, and faith and trust is here, going up. And then the Father says at least twice in the Tanakh, in Malachi 3, chapter 3, verse 7, and Zechariah 1, verse 3, he says, "Return to me, and I will return to you." And so we have 2 words going the same skip as the access term. We have here, in this yellow with the blue lettering, is the return. And then over on this side here in the yellow, going up 4 letters, is to return. So that's why I think it ties in well with 153 being a harvest, because in the end times there will be a return. Israel will return. The remnant will be saved. Now in closing, I'd like to recommend to you a little video series on YouTube. It's called "They Have Despised My Name." And it explains how the Father's name was lost through the centuries, and we stopped using Yod-He, Vav-He. And it happened during the Babylonian captivity, roughly 500 years before Yeshua. So if you're interested in that, I'd encourage you to take a look. Thank you for taking the time to watch this presentation. Shalom and blessings.